Hey third graders, Miss Whitford here. I just wanted to show you how to solve these types of problems on the class kick. So if you're looking at this like, what do I do? Okay, so this rectangle shows a rectangle with an area that you can find the area by finding 7 times 8. Of course, you can count all of these. Yes, that's true. That's a lot of counting. You might make a mistake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like you can also use multiplication. I totally understand that. But this, the purpose of this is to practice with the distributive property. So it says, mark or shade the rectangle to show that we can write 2 times 7 times 4 or 5 times 8 plus 2 times 8, which, oh, look, here's a cat. Here's just, oh, and then he left. He was like, oh, cool, distributive property. And then he was like, never mind. Okay, so 5 times 7 5 times 8 plus 2 times 8. So here's what I want to think. This top one is times 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, this top one has 8 squares across. So if I wanted to do a 2 times 8, so I'm just going to highlight 2 times 8 just so you can see that's what I'm doing. I would have to have 2 down and 8 across. So it might look like this. 2 down, 8 across. So 2 over here, 8 over here. And so I highlighted that in yellow. I'm going to actually highlight this in yellow so you can see that the 2 times 8 is in yellow. Okay. And the other one I would do is 5 times 8. I'm going to choose a different color. Let's do blue. That looks good. All right. So I'm going to highlight 5 times 8 in blue, and then I would draw my 5 times 8. Now, if we did it correctly, it should be what we have left. Okay, so this is 8 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we want to go 5 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this one is going to be 5 times 8. If I wanted to highlight it, it would look like this. Highlight that. And then I'm going to label it as well. This is 5, and we already know that this is 8, so I have that there. Okay, so then I want to find, so that's how it might look if you were going to if you were going to shade it to show the distributive property. Then if you want to work on solving it, now you might already know 7 times 8. Awesome, that's great. But I do want you to just show how you could do it with the distributive property. So first here, remember when we think about finding the area, it's going to be the length times the width. So the length is 8. This is like, you can see this is 8 over here. This is 8, so the top also, like this is 8. You can see me pointing. This is 8, so the top also has to be 8. All right, 8 over here. If you can see that, 8. Oh, there we go. 8 times 2. So 8 times 2 is going to be 16. I'm going to put 16 in here. Then I have 5 times 8. 5 times 8, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. 40 is going to go in here. So then, if I did this correctly, 5 times 8 is 40, plus 2 times 8, which is 16. If you add them together, 40 plus 16 is 56. So I would click here, and then oh, that's not what I wanted to do. I would click there, see it has the answer, and then I would type in 56 as my answer. And then if you just want to solve 7 times 8, just to show that, like, what that is, oops, not that, there we go. This equals 56, or I could also write 7 times 8 equals 56. But for this, yes, even if you know your facts, you know 7 times 8, I do want you to show breaking it apart with distributive property. When you get down here, it doesn't tell you how to break it apart, so you can choose how you want to break it apart. So, like, if I'm looking at this one, I would just choose where you want to draw a line. Like, maybe I'm going to draw a line like here. I don't know. That looks good. Okay? So if I draw a line here, and I'd want to label this one. So let me get my highlighter. Let's do purple. This one's going to be purple. Okay. I'll also use purple to write it. Okay. So this one is going to be 2, and you don't have to do it like this. I'm just giving you the option. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up here is going to be 6. So I'm going to have 2. So my expression would be 2 times 6 would be, and then 2 times 6 is 12. Just in case you weren't sure. And then, but I hope you know. And then over here, I would do a different color. Let's do teal, I think is nice. Ooh, actually looks like a very nice color combo. And then I would label this one. Let's see, I already know this is 6 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, that's kind of a hard fact to know. So I probably would have maybe done like 5. Well, doesn't matter. But then the other one would be 7 times 6. So when I'm doing this, I would do 2 times 6 plus 7 times 6. And I could find the answer. So that would be one way to do it. So like for something like this, I would just choose where to draw a line and then do 2 different colors with your with the highlighters, and then write how you want to write those expressions.